THT. Dynamite. We're going to come up with some words to that song.
Talk about Tree Hill.
Tree Hill.
Tree Hill.
Talk. All right. Welcome back to this pre-show. Today I found this video. Well, I'm sure you guys have seen it. If you were born in the late 80s, early 90s, there is this video that's gone viral on Facebook by Nella TV. And it's 20 things that made the 90s memorable. And when I saw it, I said, oh my God, all these things just reverted me back to childhood and all the good stuff. So I thought we could discuss them because it's really funny, all the things on here. Okay. So the first thing on here was MASH. Do you guys remember MASH? How many hours would you spend playing MASH and finding out who your husband's going to be? And
we should play it with the Tree Hill boys.
We should. We should definitely. We'll make
a visual.
That's a good idea.
We'll draw it out and we'll take a picture of it. But it was mansion, apartment.
This has husband, house. Money, lives in, job, car, and pet. I don't remember exactly how it went.
And I would just like to say, kids still do this.
They do?
Because
do they call it MASH?
They call it MASH. And I walked over. I remember it was during recess, and I walk over, and these girls are all sitting there, and I see them doing a spiral, and I'm like, shut up. I was like, no. And I looked out and I'm like, you guys know that I used to do that when
invented
I was your age? And they're like, no. And they would not believe me that we started it. I was like, watch, mansion, apartment, shack house, right? And they're like, oh, do you want to play with us? I was like, yeah, totally.
Yeah, mansion, apartment, shack house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was
so
funny.
Funny.
I remember doing, MASH up top, how much money you would make on one side.
Money,
your job.
Yep, that's on that side.
I know sometimes we would do pets.
Yep, pets are on here.
And
what kind of car you would drive.
Mm-hmm.
Where
kids,
you would live.
Right?
And then who you would marry.
There was no kids?
This picture right here doesn't have kids.
Was there? Maybe I'm not.
There might have been.
Or poor, rich.
Yeah, I think we would put how much
or...
money you would make.
Yeah.
You would just put $1 million.
It was so much, and that and fortune tellers. Remember the fortune tellers?
Tellers, yep.
Those were
they
the
still
best.
Do that too. The kids
I want to do that again as well.
They still do those.
Maybe I would learn what my future holds.
Right.
I always loved when I got mansion, but I'm poor.
Yeah.
Right. It's all right.
Keep me humble.
You're like, okay, sure, I'll deal with that.
That works.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So that was MASH. The next one is the S. That
the S that everyone would
the
make.
S that you would make out of the 6 points.
Right. So
you would put that everywhere.
Right. The 3 lines on top, the 3 lines below it, then you would slant it in the middle, and then you'd make the triangle on the top and the bottom.
I did it recently. I mean, within the past 5 years. I remember I was like, how do I remember? Do I remember how to do it? And I did it, and I was like, oh,
it's one of those things you don't lose.
I just didn't lose it. It was
I remember
natural.
looking up, the history of it, where it came from. Did? Yeah, because it was
where did it come from?
It just started in, our era, when we were young. And someone designed it, and it just, blew up, and everyone would do it. Wow. And I remember, because back then, I went by Stephanie.
Yeah, so the S.
And I would always write my name.
Back then. I had S's in my name, but it was always cool for the people who had their first initial.
So
was S.
Liam. I would always start my name with that S when I went by that name. Which is my middle name. I was
going to say, tell everyone why people call you Steph.
Yeah. So when I was born, my parents named me Ingrid Stephanie, obviously, and they just decided to call me Stephanie for no reason. They didn't use Ingrid.
We don't like
I don't
Ingrid
know if it's a
anymore.
Spanish thing. I don't know. But and then when I got to high school, I was tired of telling 500 teachers on the first day of school, call me Stephanie instead of Ingrid, so then I started using Ingrid, and that's it.
People in your house still call you Stephanie.
Yeah. Family still calls me Steph.
You're like, who? Oh, wait.
When you went to her house, when I went to your house, and they were calling you, I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, they still do. And some of my, childhood friends, Gina and Charlotte, their parents still call me Steph.
So
to me, she's
weird.
Ingrid.
Yeah, you'll never be Stephanie.
I know. But to them, they're like, my pastor calls me Steph. He's like, I can't call you Ingrid. I'm like, all right.
Wow.
It's like a double life.
Yeah.
It is a double life.
Well, funny story. One of my friends thought when I was younger, because we went to school together and church, and she thought I had a twin because at school they were calling me Steph. And then, at school, she remembers on the first day of school that my name was Ingrid. And then at church, they were calling me Steph. So she's like, oh, you have a twin. So she thought there was a twin that only went to school and there was a twin that only went to church.
That's really funny.
And she's like, she told me that later on that for years she thought I had a twin. I was like, what do you think I do? Kept her in the basement, locked up? Like, where was she all this time? It was just really funny.
That's funny.
That's really funny.
Right?
Yeah.
Crazy kids.
A couple of these other ones we can't really talk about school lunch. But then they have Miss Cleo.
Oh my God.
Miss Cleo.
Those commercials at 1 a.m.
Those
right?
commercials.
When you were
1-800-997-5219 apparently was the number. Try reading yourself. I remember those commercials coming on.
And I was like, oh, it's late now.
And people would call into her and they would get like their fortunes read and their future. And I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then we had That's So Raven.
That's so Raven.
Which is such a good show.
So good.
Raven Simone is amazing.
They're bringing it back.
And apparently she's having her child also has premonitions.
Yep.
And now she's going to like help her daughter through the same kind of things that
Right.
she went through. I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm into like all those remakes, Girl Meets World. I'm into it.
Did you watch Fuller House?
I did watch it. I watched the first season of Fuller House.
Did you watch the second season?
I did not watch it yet.
I watched halfway.
It's super corn.
It was nice to
but
revisit.
it's exactly.
And then I was like, I'm okay now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it.
I wasn't.
The first couple episodes of the first season, I had a lot of feels, and I was like, ooh, this feels so good, and the music, and everyone's back together.
Right. I watched the premiere episode, and that was it. I'm like, I'm good.
You're good.
I saw everybody
Exactly.
together.
That's how I feel.
and that's
as
all
well.
I needed. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I don't need to dive back into this.
Yeah.
Exactly. The next one they have is the Discman,
Oh. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
we all had to have that because
On the
there was
bus.
only on the bus with your
and
headphones.
I had the headphones you're currently wearing.
Yes.
Can we take a picture of that?
These headphones,
photograph.
I've had these I've had these I think since I've graduated, maybe since mid college.
Yeah.
Because I had ones like this that I loved, and then they broke.
Yep.
So I needed to get new ones. They're over. Michelle will be posting a picture on our Patreon.
I think this should be,
Of these headphones.
your profile
I wear
picture.
I wear them at the gym. That's hysterical. I wear them at the gym with my scrunchie and my oversized sweatshirt, and I look
Obviously.
totally 1999.
So
Yes.
nice. So 90s.
So I love headphones like these because the little like buds, they hurt my ears.
Yeah.
I have very
like the
sensitive
buds.
ears, and they're really bad for your ear canal and things. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'm going all the way.
Yeah.
I'm
have,
gonna get ones over the ears.
Right.
now.
I have like the big cushiony ones like these, but like they're super cheap. I got them on Wish, I think. Like not
Yeah.
good. So I ordered the better quality, which is actually the same brand as our mixer. I
Oh.
think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I got those. They should be arriving tomorrow. So
Fancy.
They'll be here in time for Leanor's. Coming at you hot.
Coming at ya.
Leanor's.
Leanor's.
Maybe one day it'll be Chad Michael Murray. Sophia Bush.
It's like,
We're just having fun with these microphones. This is hysterical.
Because we have our headphones in now, so
It
we
sounds-
hear everything. It's just really funny.
it reminds me of like being called to the PA.
Yeah.
Ingrid, come to
I'm so-
office.
Steph, please come to the principal's office.
Ingrid and or Steph.
Oh my god. So good.
Oh, gosh.
That's so funny.
What was your favorite like CD to listen to on the bus? I had like all the Nows.
Oh my
Like Now
gosh.
5 was like my jam. It was like
So we're
snowflakes
talking
on
like
it.
high school, right?
I guess so.
I was really
Whenever you
into
listen to
the
it was high
mixed
school.
CDs.
Like someone made
I
you a
would
mixtape.
Yeah,
Mixtape.
like brand
Like
new.
Jack's
and
Mannequin.
Taking back Sunday.
Used, Taking Back
Oh
Sunday.
Oh my god.
Something corporate.
Dashboard.
Dashboard.
Oh
man. All of those.
The feels. I have the feels for that too.
Oh my god. Yeah, I would just
I'm
make
just
like
thinking, yeah.
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, I would go on Kazaa or whatever, and I
Yes.
would illegally download all these songs
yeah,
and wait
songs.
for hours upon hours for them to download, and then I put them on
And
a
make
CD,
mixtape.
and they were my mixtapes.
And then I would post the mixtape on my MySpace page. Oh
have
my
you?
God.
I know I disabled my MySpace like a long time ago, and
I would like
I'm
to
mad
say
that I did.
I
it.
logged into mine.
You
How'd
got
you figure out
in.
your password.
There's a form that you fill out because apparently a lot of people are trying to log back in.
Yeah, I would love to
But none
do
of
that.
your shit is there.
Oh.
Your profile picture,
Your
though, is.
pictures
'Cause mine is there.
Your pictures are there,
All of your pictures?
but your wall is gone.
No, your top 8.
Your top 8 is there.
Who's on your top 8?
But
Who was on your top 8?
I think it was
Gina, Charlotte.
Caitlin, my sister, Andrew,
Andrew's on my
John,
top 8.
Nimzik,
John Nimzik.
I think John was on mine as well.
who else? Corey. I think I don't remember who else. But I was
my God,
pissed
so
because
fun.
I wanted to see on your wall, like, the comments from
Yeah, like,
people.
what-
That's gone.
Oh,
because now MySpace is
man.
more like music.
Yeah.
So
It originally started as music, and then people kind of used it as
more
this
of like
platform.
a social
yeah.
media type.
And then it went into Facebook.
I was so mad because I was like, I'm finally in. And then,
Oh my God, I have to do it when I get home.
but I did find my live journal.
Yes.
You
we
did
have to
tag me in that.
We have to read from the live
posted
journals.
everybody's usernames on Facebook, put you on blast. So I was like, if I found mine, everyone needs to know that theirs still exists. So I found that, which was hilarious, with like the surveys you would fill out. Like,
Love the
do you
surveys.
smoke?
Oh, we
Yes
talked
or
about
no?
doing a
We
pre-show
did.
of the surveys.
We should
Yeah.
do
We have
it.
to do that.
So all those surveys
Make a
are on
mental
there, and
note.
then just like the lamest post, like today I went to Friendly's after school with my friends after marching band. I'm so tired.
I had a mint chocolate chip sundae.
Yeah.
I wrote my feelings out.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, you're a ballsy. I never did
No,
anything like that.
Oh my gosh! I look back, I'm like, that was.
There were
so
some
bad.
that I wrote that I was
Or
like,
you write in like lyrics and it's very cryptic.
Yeah,
you know
you
when
have
the
to-
person's upset by what they write.
Exactly. That was
Or
always
your
my
away
my away
message on
message.
AIM.
Always lyrics. I'm like,
Lyrics. Mine
I'm
was
gonna give you
brand
like
new
the
lyrics.
backhand way of kind of telling you that I'm mad at you or like that you hurt me,
Yep.
but I'm not gonna say it. And
I honestly really
I miss
miss
that.
AOL Instant Messenger.
Me too.
I miss AIM so much.
it's
And
kind
I
of like
remember-
this day's like text message.
I
You know,
know.
we would go
Yeah.
on at a certain time and go to, and we were like,
But I
log
miss
in.
like the sound of the door, like on, like opening and then
Yes.
closing, and they'd be like, choo, choo, like
Yep.
signing off, and you're just like, damn.
You're like, no, they signed off.
Right?
But,
It
and
was
you
so
always were like,
good.
who is it? And you look, and then it was like your crush. And you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
I could have talked to them for 5 more minutes.
And then I don't know about you, but did you guys do like the big chat rooms with everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I remember that was like our thing to do in the summer
Mm-hmm.
when you didn't really see everybody as much. Like, we would get together every once in a while, but like chat rooms, we would be on like till like 5 a.m. on these chat rooms, and it was just so good. It was so good.
So good.
I miss those.
Me too.
That was like,
I miss that too.
and I'm glad that was our extent of social media.
Yes.
Me too.
Like, that was it. We had MySpace, and we had
We had MySpace
AIM.
later on.
Later, like, I think
know,
I was like a
late-
junior or a
like,
sophomore.
Yeah, it was later on, but like AIM was it.
Mm-hmm.
And we had our live journals,
Yep.
which was just you were the only one. People could comment, but like that was it.
Yep.
But now I can't imagine going to high school with Snapchat
Ugh.
and
I mean, my 9-year-old
Instagram.
cousin just added me on Snapchat, and she's
Right.
snapping herself all. I'm like, people see this, like kids
Twitter,
her age, see
like
this.
it's
Too much. Yeah.
So I'm
and they're
so
constantly
glad.
like, this is them. My cousin actually sent a picture of my 3 younger cousins. He's 13, 10, and 8, and they're all. She's like, I made this nice breakfast for them on their snow day, and they're all eating, but yet all looking at their phones. Every single one of them. She's
Yeah.
like, this is so upsetting to me, because when we were younger, we would have a conversation, and
Right.
Yeah.
now they're just. And I even hung out with them a couple weeks ago, and like there was no Wi-Fi, and they were dying. I'm like, it's called talking. It's called going outside and like taking a walk, like doing things that don't involve technology,
I
and they
know.
don't understand it.
As much as I love technology, it's for younger kids.
It's a root
I have
of the
one of my
evil.
students that I tutor. She's in 2nd grade, and she's 7. She told me that her mom said that when she turns 8, she can have a cell phone.
No,
I was like, excuse me?
I
I didn't have a cell phone until
I was
high
17.
school. Yeah, high school. And it was a flip phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It
Like
had
the ones in One
basic
Tree Hill.
features. Exactly.
Yeah.
Basic. You couldn't do
One Tree
anything
Hill
with
was
it.
our high school.
Exactly.
Except all the drama. But like essentially what they were wearing,
Oh,
their
yeah.
technology,
Yeah.
that was us. You
Yep.
know, that's all we had. You know, we had grainy pictures that took forever to load if you were
Yes.
texting someone.
I didn't even have picture messaging.
I don't even think.
So-
Oh, I didn't
remember
get that
didn't pay for
until
that.
no. I didn't get that until
I
way
had the,
I was way older.
I started with the Razor, and then I moved on to the Schwing, the
Yeah, the
shoot, what was it called?
Yeah, what was that one called?
Oh my god. The Sidekick?
The Sidekick, yes.
Sidekick.
Sidekick.
Oh my god, I loved my Sidekick.
I loved the Sidekick. I wanted one so bad. They were so cool.
It had the keyboard. I remember I had it with T-Mobile.
Yeah.
T-Mobile.
Yep.
It was so cool. And it would do the swing when you would swing the screen out. But even then, that was so basic. Like, you couldn't...
my God, yeah.
There was no apps. There was no... You know, it was just... You had a keyboard. That was really
the best part of it.
But it was still very basic
compared to what we have today. This picture cracks me up. This was, remember the screensaver for Windows? It was like the maze, and you would leave it on, and it would go through the maze. I loved that. That's one of them on here. The next one is Tamagotchi.
Oh my god.
Dial-up. That was like, I didn't have internet for a really long time. I remember like, I thought I found a way like cheating the system, and because it would dial up, but then at like the last minute it would like disconnect, and I was like, no!
We had internet. This is how, like, we had free internet because the library gave you internet at your house.
What?
Yeah. Our neighbor worked at the library, and she says, did you know you can have internet for free? Because my parents were broke as well.
Yeah.
And I remember having to log in to, like, LIPL, whatever.
Oh, my God,
like
so
LWPL. And it would dial up, but you would go through the library, and the library provided free internet for your house. Yeah,
I wish I would have known that back then.
It was still like shitty dial-up, and it was terrible, but it was free.
I just remember it being
free, and I remember having to set it up for my parents because they had no idea. And I was like, 14, 15? I had to set up our internet and everything.
Wow. Yeah. I remember, like, once I got to that point, the best day of my life was when I could go on there and I could do the dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was all I wanted to do was do the dolls.
We talked about the dolls.
I couldn't wait to dial up, and then once it was completed, I was afraid that, like, my webpage wouldn't load and I wouldn't be able to play the dolls.
What was that site everyone used to like host their website? Like, I'm using air quotes.
GeoCities?
There was GeoCities.
There was
another one that started with A, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it, but oh my god,
GeoCities.
It was like it was GeoCities was one, and then the other one, and everything would be blinged out and like sparkly, and then music would come on when you would go on your page.
Yeah, you could add sparkles and snow and stars.
And music, whatever you wanted to put on there.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
The early 2000s.
Good things.
It was so good.
We've talked about Tamagotchis in a previous pre-show, but they're just too good to pass up. I mean, I remember you said that you put yours on again.
Like I brought mine back to life.
Yeah.
And then slowly regretted that.
Yeah.
Same thing with
remember clear phones?
Yes.
And bubble furniture?
Did we talk about bubble furniture before?
I think we have.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I remember I had a hot pink one.
I had a blue bubble chair. All I could think of is like pretty much like living in the future. Like I wanted to have a podcast type thing where I would have people and they would come in, I would interview them in our bubble furniture. I would have this whole big setup of bubble furniture.
Yeah.
Not that happened, but that was like my dream back then was to have a bubble furniture
for our podcast.
We should.
We should just live out our 90s dreams.
Yeah.
Let's decorate.
Yeah, let's get the Barbie car too, because I didn't have that either. You know, the Barbie car you could drive.
How are we gonna fit in that?
I could fit in that.
I could probably fit in it too. Like our knees will just
our knees would just be really locked in. But I really wanted the Barbie car.
I also wanted that, so I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
So
let's make it happen.
www.patreon.
Support our 90s dreams.
Patreon.com/TreeHillTalk. Thank you. So the bubble furniture.
The only people hearing this right now
are the people that pay.
We should post one again as like a little tease to
what you're missing.
What you're missing.
Yeah.
Type of deal.
Because
pre-show.
Guys, they're missing. They're missing all this good quality thing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great quality. Go ahead.
Get to know your hosts.
On Delilah. Next time on Delilah.
The AMA.
Oh, that's a great
idea.
That's a great
That's
one.
a good idea.
Yeah. There's the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark book.
Okay.
Remember that book?
Here's another teacher story. I still have my copy that I bought at the Scholastic Book Fair.
Oh,
yep, right there.
Good old days.
They still do the Scholastic Book Fair. Mm-hmm.
Yay.
They still give out the big paper that you fill in and you check.
Oh, my
it's
heart
not
is
online
full.
or anything. It's still the same form.
Fantastic.
And I still have my copy from 4th grade when I bought it. I bought it in 4th, whenever it came out. I don't know if it says the year it came out. Because, as you know, I love horror movies. I love scary stories. I love it. I still have the copy, and my version has some of the images that they now took out on the later prints because they were too scary.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's from 1981 was the first book of
okay.
it.
So then I got it. Obviously, I wasn't in 81.
1991 maybe is the one.
That's the one I have. So wow. I remember getting it in 4th grade. And the image that they took out, there's a couple that they took out that was too scary. Is like the screaming woman and her face is like melting off.
Yeah, that was just in this one.
Yeah, so that image isn't in the newer copies because there was a couple kids in one of the classes I think it was a 5th grade class that they bought the book and I was like, oh, I still have my copy and mine's different. They asked me to bring it in and it was around Halloween, so we did like a scary book, and it was fine because of the fact they sell the book at the Scholastic Book Fair. I'm allowed to read it to the class. So I remember we shut off the lights in the class and I read the story and I showed the pictures and it was like this whole thing, and the stories are so scary. I remember being so scared when I got that book, especially because of the pictures. But I would read them over and over and over.
I didn't own it.
No, Michelle doesn't like scary stories.
I know. I still have mine. It's in my closet. I still keep it.
I remember having it. I don't remember really any of the stories.
They were really scary. The one that sticks out to me is the one with the babysitter. I don't know if you know the story. So I'll just sum it up.
Yes.
So there's this girl. She's babysitting these kids. And she puts them to sleep, and she goes downstairs. She's like, oh, cool, I can watch TV, chill. And the phone rings, so she answers the phone, and it's this guy's voice. And he's like,
I remember this one. Oh
yes,
my God.
It's so scary. So
wait till Michelle hears it.
He's like, I don't remember exactly what he says, but he's like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to kill you. I know where you are. Hangs up. And she's freaked out. She's like, what the hell? And then he calls back again. He's like, I'm going to get you. All this stuff, really being really creepy. You better run. You better get out. I'm here for you. So then she calls the cops and she's like, this man keeps calling me. Okay. So they're like, lock your doors. We're sending someone over. We're going to trace the call. We're going to find him, blah, blah, blah. The phone rings again. They're tracing the call, and they're like, you need to get out. He's calling from upstairs. And that's where it ends. It just ends, and I was just like, eh! So,
Michelle's like,
especially because back then I used to be a babysitter, so I was like, I would never answer the phone. After that, I was like, nope, not answering any phone calls.
Yeah,
it was really creepy. And as a 4th grader, I was like,
why is this for children?
Right?
I know.
To scare them.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah,
those were scary, but not to the point where this book went a little bit too.
Was that the puppet? Was that Goosebumps?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah. That one. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't like dolls and puppets.
No,
that
said creeps.
In the past.
Creepy.
Yeah, it was the
ventriloquist
or ventriloquist.
Yeah. The puppet.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Or when you're a ventriloquist.
Yeah.
That's when but it's like a marionette.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess that's
what
you call
it. It was the. I keep wanting to say mummy, and it's not mummy, but it's not puppet either.
No.
I'll look it up, but no, Goosebumps was, and they still have Goosebumps.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They do. The next one they have on here is Pogs.
Yeah, Aunt just brought in my slammer.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They're pieces of cardboard, and this was the best thing to do.
And it was
collect them.
And you would collect them. And you know where I would always get my Pogs?
7-Eleven?
Not 7-Eleven. There was a little card shop where I would get them, but the bulk of mine I remember getting at the Pizza Hut crane thing.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God.
they had Pogs, and they were so easy to grab because they were in those tubes.
Right.
So people would always win the Pogs. And I remember specifically that it was the Pizza Hut, the only one that's still open near us, and we would always get the Pogs there.
Thing to collect.
So weird. Pictures on them, holographics. I get it, but it's cardboard. And you would just put them in your stack, and that was it. You could trade them, but again, that was it. It's kind of like having playing cards, you just collect them, or sports cards. You just collect them, and that's in their collection, and that's it.
There's just a lot of little...
Slappy the Dummy was Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Come on.
Slappy
It's
the
nighttime.
Dummy.
It's
The
nighttime.
ventriloquist doll. Yep.
Oh my gosh, I loved that. The Stretch Armstrong.
Yes. And Teddy Ruxpin.
I didn't.
Used to scare the shite
I didn't have
out of
that
me.
either, but I do remember.
But I remember it.
I didn't have Teddy Ruxpin, but I had one like this, and at night, even though the batteries were taken out and stuff, it would still move. And Shannon and I were like, peace.
That was like in the garbage. Furby.
Hell no. Yeah. Furby too.
Would talk.
Scared the shite out of me.
Furby was strange.
What about Sky Dancers?
Oh my God, I love Sky Dancers.
You would like pull the string
and they had the commercial.
Oh, do you remember? Good. That makes me think of Betty Spaghetti.
Love Betty Spaghetti.
Did you have Betty Spaghetti?
I don't.
My sister did, and
Sam and I would play Betty Spaghetti all day long.
Yeah,
and she had like long arms, and you could change her clothing and long
that was all we did with her. Was just
Spaghetti.
Play with Betty Spaghetti. That and Polly Pockets.
Oh, I had Polly Pockets
and American Girl dolls.
Yeah,
we always
didn't have American Girl dolls.
Yeah.
What about
that Ingrid didn't have an American Girl doll?
I didn't want one. I was just.
What about a Girl of Today?
Yeah.
They're showing the scooters that you.
Oh my God! In gym
when they would set up
Scooter Highway.
I love having
and
a license.
you would go to like the movies, and then like when we got older, they had the baseball. What's that called?
And they had one. I don't know how they did it, but remember you would climb up a ladder and go up where the basketball hoop was.
No,
they had that. I remember, and there's no way I'm making it up because then it's some Mandela effect shit. I remember.
Up there, though.
I remember going up there, and I thought it was the coolest fucking thing.
What was up there?
It was just you would climb up, and it was just like some sort of flooring, and then you would climb back down.
We didn't have that at Corn.
I don't think so.
I remember we definitely had it.
I don't remember that either.
And I just remember
we had a batting cage. You don't remember that? When we got older, it was like 5th grade. You could go and bat in the batting cage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember
it was like
that.
at the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a climbing rope too?
Maybe.
During
I remember
I
remember like the gas station.
Did you love the gas station?
Oh, the gas station.
I remember like a movie theater. I remember the batting cage. I'm trying to remember like what was on the other side of like the
what was
highway.
The point of Scooter Highway?
Don't remember. I mean, you definitely you moved your legs.
Yeah. You would just
and you would get up every so often and you would do things and you would meet people at the spots and it was like you looked forward all year to this.
Yeah,
like,
that was
you're like, oh my God,
gym.
the best part of gym ever.
And I don't think they do it anymore.
I mean, because really, what is it doing?
That I was working at wasn't doing it. They didn't.
Or the parachute, and then you would go put under your butt, and they would make the circle.
Dude, what was the point?
What was the point of that?
No,
and it was like you stand on blue, you stand on red, and like maybe for like colors.
You know what I hated is crab soccer.
I love crab soccer.
I was really good at crab soccer.
I love
crab soccer. Is not fun for a chubette.
No, it's not.
And I was
Michelle.
a fat ass kid. I was fat, Liz. You can.
Yes, I can vouch. But anyway,
fat.
I loved crab soccer.
I loved crab soccer.
Pretty sure
I got my wrists were hurting so bad after, but I loved it.
And I got my fingers stepped on a bunch too. Like other people would like step on your fingers.
Hard game.
But that was so much fun. I think the next one is the parachute. Oh no, the art set with like the oil paints,
the whole big thing.
And there's crayons in here and markers, and there's a ruler and some paper clips and an eraser. It's an interesting
and there
kit.
was always like white paint.
And I was like, I'm meant to be an artist. Naturally, after I painted
like
with
every
this.
year for either Hanukkah or Christmas, birthday, I got an art kit.
Me
That's
too.
like those velvet boards with the markers that you would fill in. They were like black and white.
Therapeutic.
Love it.
Were those Lisa Frank? I feel like
Lisa Frank definitely had. Yeah, they just have
and
ones
you would
in
just
general.
Color in the white parts.
I know. My sister and I on long car rides would bring that with markers, and we were like,
because
they have them still.
Up.
You can get them at the dollar store.
Brittany bought her and Eric some of those to do for like an artsy crafts day. I'm like, oh my gosh,
they're so fun.
Yeah.
They're really
do that again.
Therapeutic. Here's the parachute, and you would push it up.
Yep,
and then you would sit under. Oh my God, this scented Mr. Sketch markers. Oh, I can smell the toasted marshmallow right now.
I have like a story that sticks out to me from. Okay, do you remember? Maybe you can remind me what grade it was because I think it was 4th, maybe 5th. Remember in art class? Now you guys went to a different elementary school than me. But maybe you did the same thing. You had to draw the face.
Yep.
Okay. And you would do like the line going across to make sure you put the eyes in the right spot, and you would do the ears, and your nose had to be centered, and you would just learn how to draw like a basic face in art.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yes.
I don't remember it, but I'm sure I did it.
It sticks out to me because our art teacher had a contest to who would draw the best face. And I was like,
I'm gonna
gonna
get it.
destroy everyone. I'm not artistic at all, but I was like, and I made mine so symmetrical as fuck. And the first place prize were those markers.
And you won?
And I won.
Yeah!
And I won those markers. And I just remember there's like 2 art things that stick out in my mind, and that is one of them because I won the scented markers. And
What was the other thing? Was it with the pipes and you could mold it into whatever, like, you had to do like
Out of paper clips?
No, they were like actual like
that.
pipe sticks, and
Like
you
pipe
like
cleaners?
Yeah, and you had to like mold them. I remember I did mine
remember
as a
that.
ballerina, and she was like, "Oh, girl," and she was like had her arms
Oh,
up.
this is bringing back some shit.
That was 5th grade.
right?
Miss Kelly, remember Miss Kelly, the art teacher? I loved her.
very sweet.
She
I
told
had
me how
Mr.
to
Ralph,
combat
and he was,
my
like, 7.
hiccups. You have to hold your ears closed. She had you have a buddy come with you if you had hiccups, and you go to the water fountain. This is what I remember at 5th grade. You go to the water fountain, and you would hold your ears closed, but your friend would have to hold the water cooler down for you, and you had to take 15 sips of water, and you would cure your hiccups. And I'm telling you, until this day, I do that every time I have hiccups, and it's never failed me. It's
Really?
crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
But I obviously don't have a buddy to have to use a straw.
Right.
I mean, if I had a buddy to hold, you know.
Right.
But I remember that about art class. I remember curing my hiccups in art class.
I
But
think the wire sculpture,
Yeah.
I did a golfer.
I feel like you probably. I feel like I remember that.
I don't know if
You-
we
you-
did that one. If we did, I don't remember.
I just remember that because I was like my most proud. I was like most proud of that because I felt like it was actually like the most legit art I've ever done.
And then the only other art thing that stands out to me was there was an art poster contest about recycling. And there was like, it was like this, you had to make an art poster promoting why you need to recycle.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I remember making it with my dad.
I didn't do that.
And I remember doing it, and I won 2nd place, and I got a trophy.
That's
all I
awesome.
remember.
Wow.
Trophy.
And I got a trophy for that. I was like, I never did sports when I was younger, so that was my trophy, was for my recycling poster.
That's it. That was the end of the video with the
Yeah.
Mr. Sketch markers.
I have a
but
couple
those
here that I
smell
found.
So good.
Remember Crossfire?
No.
Yes,
is
It was
that?
like Crossfire
Yes.
at the commercial, and you would just have to like slam these little painful little like circular
Dude,
metal.
My dad's store
Is it like
had
quarters?
No, they're like these little.
I don't remember that. I'm
beads.
sure I played
These
it.
You
little
played
circle
it.
balls,
Yep.
and you would have to. They had like a little lever, and you would have to hit the balls, and there was like these little spherical things in the middle, and you'd have to bounce it into the
Oh my
other side.
god.
My
And the
dad-
commercial
yeah.
was awesome. It
Yes,
was like
I remember this. The
Crossfire.
rapid fire shootout game.
Yeah,
It was so good. I had that game and I was obsessed. Talking Baby Sinclair from
God.
Dinosaurs?
from
I
the show
loved
Dinosaurs.
the
Baby
show
guy,
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was obsessed with
We
that
got
show.
Moon Shoes.
Moon shoes were the
I
best.
didn't own them.
I
though.
didn't own them, but
Didn't Sam have a pair?
She did.
I feel like she
Maybe.
might have. I definitely didn't have them myself, but someone else close to me did, so that's why I feel like Sam might have had them.
let's see. They have American Girl dolls on here. Tickle Me Elmo.
Oh my god, Tickle Me Elmo. That was kind of like a
Nickelodeon
little...
Gak.
Gak was so good.
My
had the
dad
Gak.
threw Gak in my hair,
Did it come out?
and I cried, and he thought it was fun. It was not funny, my
And they had the
mom to
other
cut it
one
out.
too that like it would pop in your hands, kind of. That had like a
Yeah.
lot of air in it. I forget
Easy
what
Bake
that was.
Oven.
Never had one.
That
it
was I only used it twice.
disgusting.
It is disgusting.
It was gross. You're literally cooking
I think we
food with a
talked
light bulb.
about
I think
this.
we
with
did.
a light bulb.
With
We
light
did.
bulb. It's gross.
Yeah, we did.
Skip It.
Skip It was so good.
Skip It was really
And
good.
you had the bounce. What was that thing called?
Bounce 66. or
Bounce
something like that.
66. Yeah, it was like the big blue ball, and you would hold on. You would literally just sit and bounce on it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what an exercise ball these days, but with a handle on
Yeah,
it.
that's all it
And you would
is.
just bounce up and down, and it was like pretty good exercise. We went down the golf course a bunch with it. Your neighbor used to yell at us because we were on his lawn with it. Like it was just, it was fun. It was good exercise.
Yeah. Then they have the Spice Girls dolls.
I had Scary and
I
Ginger.
had Baby.
I had
Baby was a gift.
Ginger.
Maybe we have Posh. No, I don't. We're being the Spice Girls for Halloween.
Yes, we are.
right?
Yes, we
We're
are.
definitely
You
doing that
prepared
this
for
year. Even
pictures?
before we know it, we're gonna look and it's gonna be October again, guys.
God, and we blink.
We just have to
Crazy.
decide on.
Who's who?
And the last thing is Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies,
Oh, wow.
which I think we did talk about this.
Yeah,
how
we
we
did.
collect them and how right now I don't
We're
think they're
supposed to
worth
be
anything.
millionaires by
Yeah.
now.
I still don't. They're still creating new ones. Therefore, how are we supposed to get our money if they're keep creating new ones? So
Whatever. But yeah, we're 90s kids.
We're 90s kids.
The best.
The best.
It was
I
the best
keep-
era to wake up.
I'm sorry,
Wake
I
up.
keep burping
grow up.
Liz.
It's okay. I have no. I'm not spelling it.
We're just really sitting very close.
We're sitting
Yeah.
close.
They're sharing a mic.
No, I don't smell your burps.
Okay, good.
I hope you don't smell my coffee breath either.
Oh, I have coffee breath too. So.
We
We all
had
have coffee
coffee.
breath. We had
Yeah.
Starbucks today. Switching it up.
brought to you by Starbucks.
Yes, we
We
had
wish.
Starbucks, and it was
Um,
good.
yeah.
Very good. So,
We hope you enjoyed that
yeah,
throwback to
if
the
you guys
90s.
are our age, around our age, and you remember these toys and things, like, please let us know because we want to reminisce and talk about it. And we're definitely going to do a MASH Tree Hill Talk version and and a
Yes.
Fortune Teller Tree Hill Talk version because
Yeah.
that would be,
That would be fun.
well, I guess I'm saying Tree Hill Talk like it was One Tree Hill. I was just saying Tree Hill Talk like that was what the show was called. It's
Right.
One Tree
It's
Hill.
One Tree Hill, yeah. We know what you meant.
But yeah,
Yeah.
One Tree Hill version.
They're
Right.
interchangeable?
They are to
Sure.
me. They're
With me.
interchangeable.
Totally.
All right, guys.
All right,
so we'll
guys,
see you next
bye.
time. Bye.